Good afternoon. This is Anil Chaudhary, Director, Operon Strategist, Medical Device Regulatory Consultant. I am happy to share a news that has been long waited and insisted by industry to curtail down certain regulation that is required for a Class A. And now the CDSCO has come up with the notification 20th September 2022 to curtail down some of the requirements for non-sterile and non-measuring medical devices. As far as importing goes, they have also curtailed down some of the requirements. So the requirements are as follows. Basically, you have to give the name and address of the importer and name and the address of the manufacturing site as a submission. You have to also provide details of the medical devices as required, and then undertaking that it is indeed Class A, non-sterile and non-measuring, as well as you have to give undertaking that the product is conforming to the essential principle checklist of safety and performance, and also you have to self-certify that you follow the standards prescribed in medical devices rules 2017. And as far as the requirement from the foreign manufacturer is that they should have the manufacturing site establishment or plant registration which has been approved or issued by a competent authority, or a free sale certificate issued by a national authority. You will also need to give the undertaking signed by the importer stating that all the information that is given by them is true and authenticate. So whenever you will self-certify that essential principle checklist is met and then you are following medical device rules 2017, naturally you should have a relevant documentation at site. So whenever there is any safety issue after you import, you should be able to demonstrate that you have the required data available which can be presentable to the required authorities. So if you are a manufacturer or importer of Class A non-sterile and non-measuring medical devices, you are exempted from certain rules of CDSCO manufacturing and import licensing. This rule is expected to be implemented on 27 September 2022, wherein CDSCO will create a separate portal for registration of these devices that are qualified as Class A non-sterile and non-measuring medical devices. So while doing the exemption, if you see the point number 19L that is given in the draft notification, it is clearly stated that the manufacturer or importer shall maintain the records of manufacturing and import along with the sales and distribution, and they may come up with any time to review whether we are still meeting the requirements as expected. So naturally, even if you make Class A non-sterile and non-measuring, to whatever extent the quality management system is required to be implemented for a manufacturer, it is required to be maintained. And for the importer, whatever records has to be maintained for a sale and distribution, it has to be maintained. So it is very clearly stated that whatever extent or whatever undertakings you are giving, you are truthful to that, and you should produce that whenever it is required and mandate. So this is must, and this has to be noted. So as far as the manufacturer of Class A non-sterile and non-measuring devices goes, I'll explain in brief what are the requirements. So as far as the submission goes, you have to submit the name and address of the manufacturing site. You have to submit the details of medical devices as per the laid down table in the notification, and you have to give the undertaking that the Class A devices that you wish to register are indeed Class A non-sterile and non-measuring, as well as you have to self-certify that you met the essential principle checklist of safety and performance of such devices. Also, you have to give a self-certification that you comply with the standards prescribed in the medical devices rule 2017. And at the end, you have to also give the undertaking that whatever information that you have signed off is true and authenticate. So eventually it is must that though you do not submit it to the portal, but you should have at site the essential principle checklist duly signed, and also compliances verified at the site So whenever the authorities will come for inspection, you should be able to demonstrate those checklist as well as demonstrate that you are meeting the medical devices rules 2017. So I hope like the current information that has been given will be helpful to you for the upcoming registration process, and you can kindly contact us for registration or regulatory compliance process if you have any query, and we'll be very happy to help you for that. Thank you.